They said you can't come where?
Compton, but look, I'm here, baby, and then that. You little Blueface, King of
No.
King of the Class.
We appreciate you coming up here, but if we
Nigga, she recording shit, like, see?
No, don't record nothing on me.
Don't grab my phone from me. Don't grab my phone from me. Don't grab my phone from me. Don't grab my phone from me. I'm gonna fuck you snatch my phone like some work ass bitch. Stop you nigga, she recording shit, like, see?
No, don't record nothing on me.
That shit was a setup. She slapped donkey shit out that girl. I'm not gonna lie. This lets you know. Stop dissing on the internet. Stop dissing game.
I'm her fault. I'm her fault.
Nice to meet you, Frank.
You know what I mean?
What's your name?
Shut up, man.
No. King of the Class.
We appreciate you coming up here, but if we
nigga, she recording shit, like, see?
No, don't record nothing on me.
Don't grab my phone from me. Don't grab my phone from me. Don't grab my phone from me. Don't grab my phone from me. Don't grab my phone from me. I'm gonna fuck you snatch my phone like some work ass bitch. Stop you
No. Hey, Mo. Hey, get in there. Chrisean, get in there. Get it. Hey, motherfucker, tell him. Anyone that nigga touch my home.
She pulled my hair. Crack. Crack. You know what they do? Chrisean, come on, we gotta go. Chrisean, we gotta go. No, we don't. What is going on? I'll be the last one to leave.
With your father being incarcerated while you were young, 7 years, and you think about raising your son right now, and his dad is not around, are you able to handle that a little bit better? Does it change your view on it?
Whatever's happening to you, there's nothing more you can handle. I can't explain it. Like, I'm thinking this. He told me the other day, like, you know, you've been my, like, for real first girlfriend ever in life. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because I don't know, he considered his BM, not his friend. Oh, this my girlfriend, like, no, he never went there with me. I guess I took him there, and then now he's like,
I was thinking about a cover-up. I was going to ask you, what are you going to do about that tattoo on your face?
I'm taking my time with it. But I already kind of put things in place.
So you have an appointment. That's going to be a few sessions, probably.
Yeah.
No? Just one?
I got a fat on the feet with no help. Last person I'm thinking about is myself. I remember rainy days.
Shorty, you making me crash. Oh, baby.
He went it back, bro.
That was so wrong. All right, she letting it all out. We're going to let it out. Run it again. Shit.
Okay, look, I'm a sensitive person.
Rainy day.
At first, it looked harmless. Just a pilot's stream, a casual pull-up, two celebrities vibing on camera. But that's the thing about situations like this. The loudest clues are never the obvious ones. Because this wasn't just content, and it definitely wasn't random. Chrissy Rock is now telling people Keke Palmer didn't just pull up to Blueface's stream. She's hinting something was already happening behind the scenes. And once fans started rewinding the clips, one detail made everything feel different. It wasn't something Chrisean said. It wasn't even Blueface flirting. It was Keke Palmer's mom calling Blueface directly. That call flipped the entire narrative. And once you understand why, the Pilates stream starts looking like a soft launch that went sideways fast. Stay with me. Because the way this escalated explains why everyone around Blueface is acting like this is normal. And why, in his world, it kind of is. When Keke Palmer joined Blueface's live stream, the energy didn't feel stiff. It didn't feel promotional. And it definitely didn't feel cautious. She sat down, relaxed, smiling, and Blueface didn't treat her like a guest. Within seconds, he was flirting. Not joking, not playing it safe, testing the water. There's a clip where he shoots his shot almost immediately. No warm-up, no hesitation. That's not content chemistry. That's comfort. The kind of comfort people usually don't develop on camera for the first time. Keke Palmer laughed. She stayed. She engaged. And that's where people started pausing. Because if this were just influencer content, the tone would have been different. There would have been distance, guarded energy, polite smiles. Instead, it felt like two people enjoying each other's space. And that raised the first real question. Why did Blueface feel bold enough to flirt in front of thousands, unless he already knew how she'd respond? But that wasn't even the moment that changed everything, because the next detail didn't come from the stream at all. Fans went back and rewatched everything: the jokes, the body language, the way Keke Palmer reacted when Blueface leaned in. She didn't freeze, she didn't deflect, she didn't shut it down. She looked comfortable, too comfortable for people who allegedly just met. And once that idea planted itself, it grew fast. Because from Chrisean's point of view, this isn't just content, it's a pattern. She's watching her baby's father flirt publicly while she's still emotionally detaching from him. And that's when the internet did what it always does. They asked the question nobody could answer. What happened off camera? That's the seed Chrisean dropped. And her fans didn't water it gently, they flooded it. But still, rumors are rumors until something happens that doesn't line up. And that's when Keke Palmer's mom stepped in. Here's the part that nobody can explain away. During the session, while Blueface and Keke Palmer were working on music, Keke Palmer's mother reportedly called Blueface directly and told him to be careful with how he was talking to her daughter. Not joking, not playing along, protective. That alone tells you this wasn't a harmless influencer pop-in. Parents don't insert themselves into nothing situations. Especially not in front of cameras. Especially not with someone like Blueface, who already has a reputation. The call sounded like a warning. Like someone who recognizes a pattern and shuts it down early. Basically saying, my daughter is not one of the girls you're used to playing with. That's why fans took Chrisean's claims seriously. Because if this were just business, why does mom feel the need to intervene in real time? What did she hear? What did she sense? That moment shattered the just content excuse. And once that happened, people stopped giving Blueface the benefit of the doubt. Especially when you look at how he treats relationships. Blueface has explained his dating logic out loud. And it's not romantic. He says he keeps relationships public so if someone cheats, the audience will tell him. That's not love. Well, that's surveillance. So when Keke Palmer pulled up and he flirted openly, that wasn't accidental. That was intentional. He was letting the public watch, react, report back. In his world, attention is a tool. And the second Keke Palmer became part of that performance, the story stopped being about Pilates and started being about position. Who's next? Who's chosen? Who's being replaced? That's when Chrisean's timing started to make sense, because she wasn't just reacting to Keke Palmer, she was reacting to what this symbolized. And the emotional weight of that hit harder than people realized. Around the same time this stream went viral, Chrisean was publicly removing Blueface's face tattoo. Not quietly, not privately, on live, in pain, emotional. She didn't realize how attached she still was until she started burning that chapter off her skin. Imagine that. You're literally erasing someone from your body. And then you open your phone and see him flirting with another woman like he's shopping. That's why her accusations didn't land like random jealousy. They landed like a wound reacting to pressure. People weren't hearing a bitter ex. They were seeing someone still bleeding. And that's what made the next layer even messier. Because Chrisean wasn't the only woman watching. Jade and Alexis never made a direct statement. But in this world, silence is language. Fans watch her likes, her reposts, her timing, her captions, especially when Blueface is involved. Historically, she doesn't ignore drama when it touches her kids, her money, or her pride. And right after the Keke clips went viral, and fans started reading her moves as confirmation. Not because Keke did Pilates, but because Keke played along with flirting in a situation everyone knows is unstable. And that's the difference. It wasn't innocence that bothered people. It was participation. Unconfirmed whispers started circulating that Jaden saw the link up as disrespectful. Not personal, but positional. Because if you know Blueface's pattern, you know exactly why this matters. This man doesn't date. His rotates. Blueface's love life looks like scheduled programming. Multiple women, overlapping timelines, public chaos treated like background noise. One girlfriend said she doesn't care if he gets with other women, as long as he knows where home is. His own mother has reacted publicly to him dealing with multiple women in the same week. And then there's the pregnancy chatter. A clip circulated where a pregnancy test was allegedly shown on live. Nothing confirmed, but enough to fuel speculation. So when Keke Palmer steps into that environment, fans don't panic because they think she's weak. They panic because this situation chews women up. And Keke didn't walk in nervous. She walked in comfortable, and that's why the theory stuck. Watch the clips again. Keke smiling, laughing, blushing. Not the polite, industry-safe smile either. The kind that comes from being genuinely comfortable in a space. She wasn't scanning the room. She wasn't guarding her words. She wasn't acting like someone counting minutes until the camera shut off. She joked about jail. She joked about needing a boo. She joked like someone who didn't feel tense, threatened, or out of place. That matters. Because when a woman walks into a chaotic situation and feels unsure, her body shows it. She stiffens. She deflects. She keeps things surface level. Keke didn't do that. She leaned in. She laughed easily. She played along. She matched energy instead of resisting it. She even showed strength on camera, physically and socially. Not shrinking, not pulling back, just present. And that's why the narrative shifted. At first, people wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. They wanted to say, she didn't know what she was walking into. But the more clips surfaced, the harder that became to defend, because this didn't look like a celebrity tolerating chaos for clout. This looked like someone enjoying the moment. And once that realization hit, the question changed completely. It stopped being, was she unaware? And became, did she know exactly what she was doing? Then Blueface added fuel to the fire. He posted that he'd do anything for Keke Palmer. Now, could that be trolling? Of course. Blueface trolls like it's cardio. But here's the problem. When you stack that post on top of the flirting, on top of the mom call, on top of the way the stream instantly became headline news across blogs, it stops feeling like a joke. It starts feeling like a test of public reaction, a test of boundaries, a test of how far he can push before things explode. And from Chrisean's perspective, that's exactly what hurts. Because in her mind, Keke isn't just another woman. Keke is getting the soft version, the smiling version, the respectful tone, the playful attention, the version of Blueface that looks safe on camera while she got the war. Then there's the clip that sent everything over the edge. A video started circulating where Blueface openly disrespects Chrisean's appearance. No protection, no empathy, just dismissal. That's the trigger point, because nothing cuts deeper than being publicly dragged by someone you gave everything to. Then watching that same man turn around and glow up for someone else. That's not jealousy, that's not insecurity, that's humiliation. So, when the headline becomes Chrisean exposes Keke, people don't see it as random mess. They see it as pain colliding with optics. And when fans say Jiden is dragging her too, it only adds to the sense that Keke didn't just step into content. She stepped into a storyline that was already burning. But the real story is bigger. Blueface doesn't just date women, he casts them. And the moment Keke stepped onto that stream, she stepped into the storyline. So here's the clean truth. This situation isn't about Pilates. It's not even about Keke Palmer. It's about a system where chaos is normalized and women become chapters instead of partners. If you think Chrisean is reaching, say that. If you think Keke knew exactly what she was stepping into, say that. And if you think Jiden is about to flip the board completely, drop your prediction. Because this triangle isn't done. And the next update is going to be way louder than a pilot stream. Hit like, drop a comment, and stay tuned. Because in Blueface's world, the quiet moments never last.